I was like 12 years old, I think. I heard someone on the TV playing guitar. I felt something different, and I got interested in this instrument. My name is Tarek Ghriri. I'm a musician. I grew up in a neighborhood close to Damascus. The city was nice, my childhood, we were super active as a kid. I remember the smell even, like the smell of the air. I can still feel it, I can still remember it, yeah. I was maybe in my 16 or 17. I saw someone playing flamenco. So I got also interested in this type of music, and I feel like the passion of behind this kind of rhythm, the energy, the way of express your feelings. I had to work every summer for 3 years, I think. I had to work in grocery stores, I had to work in restaurants, anything, literally anything, so you can make some money to buy my first guitar. Because of the revolution and of the situation there, I had to leave my family and leave my friends, and I had to go to Lebanon. I wanted to survive. As a Palestinian Syrian, you don't have too many options in your life. There is a lot of racism against them as a Syrian and the Palestinian Syrian. But I focused with my music. I was practicing every day, like for 5-6 hours, last 2 years before I came here. Maybe after the second year in Lebanon, I start feel like I wanna leave again. Like I don't feel like my future will be here. So I need to, I start to find a way. And I start, of course, to refocus with my music, because my music was the only way for me to live, I met someone, she was interested in my music, so I told her that I need help to travel to Canada, and she worked with me. We did the legal stuff and paper, and we did it after 2 years of waiting, I think. We did the nice goodbye party. I was super happy, to be honest. Like I felt like, finally I will have the chance to start practically my future. I remember the first morning, I wake up around 7 a.m. I can remember the smell of the air. Like I was super excited, and happy in the same time. Yeah, I started to contact the flamenco community. They were super welcoming, and they helped as much as they can. Yeah, they were the first people that I start to speak with. Housing situation here is very hard. Everyone asking some stuff from the newcomer to bring so you can rent, which is almost impossible to have. Like when I came here, they asked me for credit card history. And I didn't have credit card history in my life. So how can I bring a credit card history? How can I live here for a few years to build a credit card history or score, without house, without place to sleep? So it wasn't easy to find a place. It took us like maybe 6 months to find a place to live. It's very hard to be a newcomer. As much as the government try to help or the organizations or the non-for-profit, etc., it's still very hard to be a newcomer in a country like, this big like Canada. I kept always my work, I kept it part-time. I didn't do a full-time job at all, because I wanted to to focus also on my music. So I was like part-time just to do some kind of surviving money, so I can pay my rent and stuff like this. At the same time, my free time, I was trying to build my career here and build my connection, meeting people, start learning about the art councils, the grant system and funding stuff, sponsor stuff, how, manage to get some gigs, some events, creating some kind of small projects to do some kind of shows and stuff like this. I have been teaching 15 years. Until now, I couldn't work with any music schools. They said, you don't know how to teach a Canadian kid. It's not logical to ask a newcomer for Canadian experience. He's a newcomer, so it's asking for a newcomer experience, not Canadian experience. So I stopped looking for a job with a school. I started doing my own private lessons, which is more practical for me. So now I have few students, and I still got students from time to time, and I'm happy with it. The idea of music from home is helping the kids through music, especially newcomer kids who just came or just landed in Canada around 2 months. It's idea of help them, feeling home, collaborate to doing something with each other, but through music games. Music is so powerful. It's so powerful. Everyone can understand it. We give the kids this kind of therapy, and same time it's a therapy for us. We see the change with the kids. When they started the first session, they were a little bit shy, but at the fifth session, they are more noisy, feeling more friendly with each other. We are really doing our best to help these kids. The idea of the sessions is to discover yourself if you are a musician, something like this. I would love to play guitar as example, but they don't know how to play guitar, and same time they cannot afford guitar. It's a really nice feeling when you feel like you help someone and same time they discover something, because they are not kids, so it's not easy to practice the music, but they discover nice, I have that talent. They discover their talent, they discover their passion to music. One of our friend, he committed a suicide because he couldn't handle the situation. He lived in Lebanon. And I created a melody. And this melody I upgraded and I work a lot on it here in Canada. And I put it in my album. And now this song, it's talking about these people who committed a suicide because of the situation they lived. So it changed my art, it changed my way of thinking in the music, and that affected my album a lot, and some of my project I did. In Lebanon, I started to compose a song called Refugee in the Sea, which is the main title of the album. It's talking about the people who took the sea, and unfortunately, most of them, they sink in the sea. I had this emotional feelings, and same time happy for the people who made it across the sea. So I created this music to honor them. The concept of the album, it's very scary, it's very important, it's very strong, it's very powerful, it should reach people to think, because I'm trying to talking about a case. It's been 13 years now in Syria, what's happening and the bad situation and and the revolution and stuff like this. So I was scared, people they might don't like the music. So if they don't like the music, it will not reach anyone, In general, I wanted in the same time to change the stereotyping about refugees, about like a lot of people, they hear a lot of stuff in the news, but they don't know actually who they are, like Syrian or Palestinian. They don't know who really they are. They just hear the news every day, but they don't know. I got nominated for the Canadian Folk Award and the Best Global Album for 2024. It's very important because if we're gonna go back for the idea about reaching more people, that helps, the changing of the stereotyping I'm trying to do at the same time, remind the people about what's happening in Syria. So it's really important, this nomination for that. At the same time, regarding my career, it's really important. It's my first nomination ever. I feel now I'm living my dream, because I work too hard to reach what I'm reaching right now. And of course, I still have more and more goals, but I just try to let my goals to come by itself. Because what I'm trying to do now, it took me many years, and I worked so hard to reach this level. So for now, I'm feeling like I'm living my dream.